Today we are going to stay in the Sorrel-Weed House for 24 hours. We were here a while ago. Okay, maybe you do remember us. Oh my God. Oh man, I have chills. This week on Buzzfeed Unsolved, we investigate the Sorrel-Weed House. You hear that, right?
Yeah.
Who's upstairs?
Can we go upstairs?
No, it's condemned. Well, we can't go up here. Maybe say something that's nice that'll make people come down.
Hi, please come downstairs.
That's what you landed on? What the fuck was that?
Sound like a dog.
Maybe you could show us some of that anger.
I don't request that very often, but...
Holy shit.
What?
I just saw a figure, head, shoulders, walk right there.
Ghost Files is currently airing.
Yes, it is.
And I feel like this has come up several seasons.
Oh boy.
And it's a bit of a sore subject.
Okay.
The dog at the Sorrel-Weed House.
Again with the dog.
No, not again with the dog.
We heard furniture moving and we heard a dog. We couldn't go up there to even investigate because we were not allowed. Shane, of course, assumed that some person and a dog had snuck into the building and somehow had eluded a museum staff. And I went off what they told me, which is nobody could go up there. It's condemned.
There was a comment.
A YouTube comment.
Uh-huh. This is from the original Unsolved video, or is this from
Original
the
Unsolved
debrief?
video.
Okay.
The condemned off-limits area is actually where the building's caretaker lives, along with his non-ghost dog. Someone else who visited at night when the staff was there said he heard the dog and asked about it, and the tour guide straight up told him about the caretaker. It's possible someone on staff misled the guys on purpose.
Ooh.
But it could also just been an honest miscommunication. Of course, if the Sorrel-Weed folks did make it up on purpose, they have a strong incentive not to ever admit it. So there you go, Ryan. We're joined by Aubrey Northrup, who is the lead paranormal investigator at the Sorrel-Weed House.
Nice. Hey.
You're on with the cool boys.
So for starters, full disclosure, yes, there was a guy and his dog. It was kind of a complex situation for us where we had a caretaker that was not supposed to be on the property at the time. Unfortunately, I wasn't working there at the time period, because if I was, this wouldn't have happened. But
I love that. I love that.
This guy was apparently there with his dog and didn't think to tell the staff, hey, by the way, I'm coming by. That being said, like technically speaking, we weren't allowed to have people upstairs, not only for the caretaker portion, but also from a company position. But on the upside, though, we definitely would love to have you back. Like I said, I'm a fan.
To come back. I really do appreciate you coming on here and explaining the situation. And yeah, we'd love to come back.
We'll hopefully add it to our docket.
Rolling. 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 So many cameras. Rolling. Great. All right, we did it. Yeah, that looks good, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome to a very special edition of Ghost Files. I'm Ryan Bergara.
I'm Shane Madej.
That is Shane Madej. And today we are going to be attempting to stay in one of the most haunted homes in America for a full 24 hours, the Sorrel-Weed House. We've been here before. This is actually the only place that I have ever seen a ghost with my own eyes. On top of that, we're doing this completely alone. There is no camera crew, no producers, just me and the big guy. We have this whole place fucking outfitted. But without further ado, why don't we get into this?
You make it sound like we're about to jump into an adventure, but it's pretty boring, right?
No, this is actually very exciting.
Is it?
I can't think of a better environment that's more controlled than this to get the best possible evidence. We've outfitted this house with several static cams and devices, and we're gonna be really just, as the kids say, raw dogging this house.
Is that what the children say? Raw dogging?
We're gonna raw dog the hell out of this house. Maximum friction.
Well, I'm excited. It's a nice place. It's a museum.
But if you're wondering how we got here, let's rewind a bit.
This video is brought to you by the creators of Ire, a prologue. Check out the link in our bio for more information.
Now hang on a second. What is this? An old floppy disk. Been a while since I've seen one of these. Gifted to Watcher. This comes from a ship that vanished in the Bermuda Triangle. Could be haunted. Possible Ghost Files episode. Well, Ryan can watch this on his own time. Let's see what we got here. Ryan? Is that you?
Ire, a prologue, a psychological horror game that puts you in the shoes of Emily, a young teenager lost in the Bermuda Triangle. 5 members originally set sail, but now it's just Emily and the monster. If only she could remember what happened. Can you survive long enough to uncover the truth? Ire, a prologue, available on Steam and Epic Games Store October 28th.
Oh yeah. That's how you know. That's how you know you're at the greatest airport on earth, baby. Greeted by the mayor of Burbank. That's not true. Okay, let's go find Shane. All right, let's see if I can find the big guy. Usually not that difficult. He's fucking huge. Well, I didn't find the big guy, but I did find the guy. Guy Fieri, of course. This guy's everywhere. Just some airport attendees to hold me over. Well, there's a big man. There he is. Digging away at whatever that is. Yeah. Let's do it.
There's some sort of basketball team here. Shane looks like he could be part of the team. Is it kind of alarming to see a gaggle of dudes that are the same height as you?
Nah. What's our gate again? Hey, what's our gate? I know you hear me. All right, I'll check. All right, finally landed in Savannah. It is now... What time is it? I think it's 11:50. Is it 11:50? It's 11:50. Now I gotta take a lift to the hotel, check in, and then tomorrow we're gonna go over to the Sorrel-Weed House. We're gonna walk through, learn about the history, see what has changed at the old place, and that'll be that. But for now, it's time to rest for the night.
Well, it's the next day. We're gonna go get some lunch.
That's
Then
right.
we're gonna go over the rules of this whole investigation. And who knows, maybe we'll highlight a local little spot in beautiful Savannah. We could go to some place by the water, which might be nice.
That's nice. What's the rating?
4.5 stars, 1,000 reviews. That usually is a pretty good sign.
Did you notice those 2 huge stacks
that
yesterday?
fucking bridge, dude. It looks like it's just attached to the sky.
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
That's
It's kind of scary. This is actually what it looks like to look up. You could actually see the camera on my head here, like I'm playing heads up. All right, look, I'm gonna look at you, Shane. What does this look like, audience?
You're actually holding it a bit higher than your eye line.
Well, I can't see now, though.
Well, that's okay.
Well, people are looking at us because we're walking around with a fucking
Those selfie sticks,
stick.
yeah. We look like jackasses.
Okay, well, let's cut this.
Yeah, please. Eat with us.
It totally looks like you and I are on just a date right now.
Yeah.
Well, we have about an hour and a half to get back to the hotel, grab all our camera equipment, and get to the house. And what the hell are you doing?
Can we make it a rule that at some point tomorrow I can leave to take a trip on the Georgia Queen by myself?
Hey man, you do what you gotta do.
Like, no matter where we go for this in the future, if there's a riverboat, I always get one recess.
That's right.
Where I get to go on.
I'll make you a little punch card.
So you've agreed to let me have a recess
That's right.
in the middle of our 24 hours. And I have informed you that the cruise is 2 hours long. Probably going for like 4 hours, maybe less.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But it's at nighttime, though. It's like prime time.
Yeah, but that's good though, I think.
I guess that's true.
My mom loves wiener dunk, so I have to get one of these for my mom.
There's more. Always wash your nuts.
What about this, man?
Poisonous weenus. Did you see the barbecue one up there?
Every wiener needs a card.
I just want to drink whiskey and play with my wiener.
I'll get this one for my dad.
Yeah.
It's called Forever Smile if anybody wants to pick up their own wiener. Don't get hit by a car. Ready to go to the house.
You got it. You want me to carry anything?
Oh yeah, you should probably
Anything at all?
be on the lookout for Doug, our Lyft driver, who's going to drop us off at our haunted location. You ever been to the Sorrel-Weed House?
I have not. No, I've never been inside, but I've heard it's really neat. A lot of people go.
It's supposed to be haunted.
Yeah.
And there it is, the gates to the Sorrel-Weed House. Thank you so much,
You're very
Doug.
welcome. Good luck.
Thank you.
Have fun.
You ready to party?
Yeah.
Hey, look at this. Hey, that was us. Shane, look at her. Sit how you're gonna sit.
I'll probably sit right here.
You do slouch though.
This is how I'm gonna be sitting.
You never sit that erect.
Yeah, I do. I'm not that. I'm not sitting up.
That's all I wanted you to say.
Hi, welcome. This is the Sorrel-Weed House. I'm our lead paranormal investigator. So my job is to figure out who haunts the house, their reason for haunting the house, their personalities, their styles.
Could you give us just a brief history of the house?
Certainly. So the house was constructed in 1840 for Francis Sorrel and his second wife, Matilda Moxley. Together they had 8 children, 3 of which did eventually pass away due to various illnesses and diseases here in the home. And then Matilda followed shortly after in the year 1860. Her death was marked as death by head trauma and concussion. However, a lot of people believe and speculate that it was actually a suicide that caused that head trauma and concussion to begin with. That same year, Francis sold the home to our second owners, Henry and Sarah Weed. Henry and Sarah eventually passed away as well, leaving the home to their children. After that, it changed hands a couple of times until we were able to finally get it set as a museum in the early 2000s.
I also do recall this house has a lot of history with
Is that recording?
the American Revolution. Yes, it does.
Great.
Is that recording?
It's a good
Go
thing
on.
you guys have been doing your podcast and YouTube channels for a long time.
Yeah, we're very good
We've
at
been
it.
doing this for 10 years.
All right.
And I think the best indicator of that is when you are in the middle of the interview and you say, is that recording?
Go proceed.
Yes, so we had the bloodiest hour of the Revolutionary War, the Siege of Savannah, take place literally right here. There's an entire memorial plaque about it in Madison Square right out front. So even before the house's creepy history comes into play, before the house is even constructed, it's already a safe assumption and up to like hundreds of people would have died just on this property.
Oh my God. Well, how about we go take a little tour of the house, walk through some of the hot spots, meet some of the cast of characters that are in this place.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and walk around the house then.
Start from front section, kind of just loop around.
Sounds good. Okay, so here we have the entrance.
Entrance into the foyer.
Great.
Then we're gonna have gentleman's parlor.
Gentleman's parlor. Now, who are the folks that are known for this in this room?
Usually the men of the home. So you're gonna have Francis Sorrel, our second owner, Henry Weed, and Gilbert Moxley.
And perhaps it's one of those 3 men who did this in the gentleman's parlor in 2021.
Women's parlor.
And is there anybody that's known to be in here?
We got Matilda Sorrel, Sarah Weed.
Okay.
And then with Matilda losing a few of her children, we think her kids occasionally stop by to play, which is actually why we have the creepy doll. So we have picked up on Matilda Ann, who was Matilda's 6-year-old daughter that died of scarlet fever.
Gotcha.
And then George, who died in about 2 or 3 years old due to an unknown listed illness.
I see.
Perhaps one of the children likes playing with cat balls, as evidenced in this clip from last year.
Now, where are we here?
This is going to be initially Francis Sorrel's study.
Have you ever had an experience in this room?
Not in this room.
Good to know.
But going actually back to your episode here with floating candlesticks. Now, I've never heard a story of a floating candlestick in this house. However, we did used to have candlesticks up here in these little candle holders.
Yes.
And there's one sitting here. One of our tour guides had a situation, and even worse is this is a tour guide that is known to get very jumpy and get scared easily,
That
which
makes
is fine.
sense. I can relate to that.
But there was a situation where the candlestick kind of just popped off in the middle of the tour, and I thought she was gonna quit.
It popped off?
What do you mean popped off?
She may still have the video, but it just randomly. Next room is gonna be the dining room.
Okay.
With the creepiest portrait of George Washington in existence with his demon eyes.
He's got those like black pupils.
Down to the basement.
Down to the basement.
Are you gonna get goosebumps down there, Ryan?
I don't know. I'm like super excited to be back down here. I just saw a figure, head, shoulders, walk right there. Holy shit.
What?
I'm trying to place where the hell I was.
Literally right there.
I was standing right here. You were standing right in front of me. I think I even was like, I was looking, I was saying something dumb like, you know, how does it feel to lose to America? If you're not feeling that friendly, maybe you're feeling a little salty, I get it, sucks to lose. And then I went, oh, holy shit.
What?
And then I walked over here, walked over there. Let's go see what that is. Little feet running.
And you saw someone walk over into that hallway?
Yes. And then this initially was open. We just sealed this up recently.
Oh boy, here he goes, he's off.
So there would have been this back hallway here for people to go through. From the angle that I saw, it looked like there would have been someone that walked by that
thing.
frame.
Yep, that's what I
into our empty storage room.
But something 100% walked right here. This used to be open.
Yes.
I saw someone pass right by this and then walk into here. And it was when I walked into here that I realized
it doesn't go anywhere.
It doesn't go anywhere, and what I just saw.
And with the height difference.
Yes, that's another part where I was like, okay, like I don't, if you could actually tell, if it was somebody outside, I would have barely been able to see their head.
Yeah, they would have been cut off of it.
The fact that I saw someone walk by here into this, disappear, that's crazy.
But Aubrey's also seen the shadow man in the basement too.
I took a picture in the basement and I got a slight silhouette of a shadow figure that was about 8 foot tall.
8 feet?
Oh my God. So about like eye level with Shane.
His head was right around there.
Yeah.
So significantly taller than me. And at the time, there were only, I think, 3 people in the basement.
Yeah.
When I took that picture, it was a small group.
And none of them 8 feet tall?
No, not at all.
And you guys have no guesses on who that shadow man possibly is?
Everyone seems to think that he's like a protector. I think he could have potentially been a Revolutionary War spirit that was here kind of guarding the property. The Siege of Savannah definitely took place here. So even before the house was constructed, we've already got a lot of death on the property. This is the Betsy pod that I love.
Okay.
Here, let me see if she'll do it. Betsy has been set up as a REM pod, so she's got that wire around her neck. So if anyone living or dead.
Touches, yeah.
Yeah. It'll start to beep at you. We've got a little girl down here named Sarah. You've met Sarah last time.
And Sarah is believed to be what in relation to this house?
Henry and Sarah Weed's granddaughter.
Oh.
Sarah?
Show us the colors.
And this.
Can you go brighter for me? Can you get like to the pinks and blue colors? She needs.
Oh.
Come on, a little bit further.
Whoa.
Come on, girl.
There it goes.
Wow. Thank you, Sarah.
Can you take a step back, hun bun? Thank you.
Sarah, do you remember us? We were here a while ago. Okay, maybe you do remember us. 7 years. I don't look too much different, I hope. Is that Sarah going off right there?
Yeah, can you take a step back, Sarah? And go back to silent, please, for baseline?
Oh, wow, the mic started to mess up as soon as that started going crazy. That's wild.
She loves Betsy. I call her the Betsy Pod.
Is that one of those dolls that like pees? Is it Betsy Wetsy? Remember Betsy Wetsy? I remember my mom always talked about in the like 60s or whatever, there was a doll that peed itself.
That's
Betsy
fun.
Wetsy.
You also get exclusive access to our cellar if you really want to go down there too. You just have to mind your footing. Are you ready to go down?
Oh, I see.
Watch your step with the bricks.
Oh boy, yeah, that is. Okay, I see what's happening now. I can see what's happening. What? And they don't have a clue.
Did you bring a flashlight?
Oh shit, I did not.
It's okay, we've got a light switch, I just can't see where. Here, I'll let you come down here while it's pitch black first.
Oh.
Feel my comfort.
Wow, okay, it is truly... Yeah, let's get that light switch.
This is where I've been storing our Halloween decorations. But when we did the archaeological dig, this is where they dig and they found the bullets, bones, miscellaneous items.
Oh. Okay, so it seems like all we have left is what, the carriage house and then the second floor?
Yes.
Okay, great.
So we modified the carriage house to be a gift shop.
Amazing.
It's obviously not historically accurate at all.
Get there, bitch.
Why?
Fucking bitch.
What? You did? I just heard, because I can hear him in here, and I just hear him
talking
going,
to the camera.
I just hear him going, son of a bitch, son of a bitch. And he's out there trying to fuck with his tripod. Okay, so this is the carriage house.
So in this lower section here, oddly enough, we do have a gift shop ghost. We call him Samuel. He is very meticulous with the way things are set up, so he does occasionally throw books and prints, he throws t-shirts, he swings the necklaces around like pendulums, and we're not allowed to sell shot glasses or mugs because he broke them all.
Samuel.
Wow. Yes.
And you believe he's a child, a man?
No, he's a man. People have seen like a normal, like about Shane's height, shadow just casually walk by.
That's scary.
And there's someone in here.
Never seen someone Shane's height. Now, what is the history of this room?
For the lower level, would have been completely open floor plans. This is where they stored the horses and the carriages. And an upper level, it's not hot, it's historically accurate. You embrace the history.
Gotcha.
So for this upper level, it would have been the living quarters for the indentured servants the Weed family would have employed post-Civil War.
Now, what constitutes indentured servant? What does that mean?
So they were no longer enslaved people. They were being paid for their services on the property. And these actually feature two of the indentured servants that worked for the Weed family. These pictures were taken by the Georgia Historical Society in 1890 while they were still inside the home.
And they lived here?
Yes. Their payment for working for the Weed family on the property was this living space up here.
I see.
Yeah, they got free room and board in a really, really hot, humid carriage house with no
Wow.
air conditioning.
What a deal.
Yes. And in exchange, they get to wear these really, really large, heavy outfits and work inside the home.
Gotcha. And so, if we were going to encounter anybody up here, it would likely be one of the indentured servants then.
Yes. People have reportedly seen a child-sized shadow figure and even have heard a disembodied little boy's voice.
Yeah.
From consistent reports on investigations, he seems to respond to the name Charlie. He says that he was the stable boy for the Weed family.
Gotcha.
And he likes to play quite a bit around up here.
And then this room back here?
Yeah, this area is set up to recreate the living conditions for the indentured servants. So instead of having basic bunk beds, they would have had rope beds with trunks at the ends to hold all of their supplies and value. When I first started working here, I would get nauseous, but only in the upper level here. I didn't have this effect anywhere on the entire property. And this went on for about a month to the point where I couldn't eat past noon if I had to give tours because I'd feel like I was gonna throw up.
Oh God. Okay, well let's go over to the second floor then.
Now, last time we did not go up here.
It's because there was a
This
dog
was
up here.
closed off.
Oh my God. Okay, so what was this room right here that we're standing in? This is the second floor. We have not been here before.
This is just an entryway that allows you to access whatever room you need to access to.
So this is where the family stayed, basically. So if we
Yes.
wanted to really talk to any of the Sorrels or the Weeds, do you actually feel that the spirits here are friendly?
I've never had anything bad here. I like our ghosts. It all seems mellow and chill to me.
I hope we don't.
But you were saying you trust the ghosts.
Yeah.
So you trust them not to.
Do anything stupid.
Do you trust us to not do anything stupid?
I don't think you're gonna invite demons in, but you'll probably do something stupid at some point.
She's familiar with our work. Well, this has been a lovely time Thank you for walking us around. Tonight, we're gonna pack up, get ready to come back here in the morning. We're thinking we're gonna come at like 9 a.m.
Yeah.
And then we'll check out at 9 a.m. the next day. And then in terms of tomorrow, how do we get in? We just come...
I will be here to let you in, and
Great.
then I will lock you in, and that will be it.
So after we left the Sorrel-Weed House, we went back to the hotel, and I went upstairs to download footage, and I guess this is footage that Shane took while I was doing that. I stumbled upon it while I was editing this project, and it frankly was just too batshit for me not to include in the final product. Also, we're about to explain the rules of this investigation as we walk around the city, but just a quick little detour here to appreciate whatever the hell this is.
So, rule number 1, we are not allowed to leave the house.
Okay.
But you could leave the house as we established before. So you'll be leaving from the hours of what, like 6:30 to 10-ish?
I think so.
PM?
I think that's a good time for me to leave.
We were gonna split up anyway at nighttime once the night hit the house. So this is fine with me, except I am now gonna be legit alone for an extra 4 hours. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
He knows what it's about. He just blew us a kiss. Oh my God. Monday night. Sure. All right, rule number 2, no contact with the outside world. Rule number 3, we are gonna be allowed to sleep. I'm gonna try and sleep for a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. And then I guess the last thing is, what are you trying to get out of this, Shane?
As always, I'm trying to see if there's a single ghost in this world.
Do you think a 24-hour investigation, both in the daytime and the nighttime, will help that? Do you think this is possibly the best possible setup?
I want to sort of just exist in the space.
And that might be when things happen.
Right. So I brought a book. I'll probably sit around and read a lot and write in my journal, my diary. And,
Sure.
What do you hope to get out of this?
What am I trying to get out of this? Because it is just you and I, and we're spending so much time, I do think this is a very great opportunity to capture some very solid evidence that's going to be hard to debunk because there's no one in the building other than us.
This is true.
Oh, thank you. We're up to no good again. Yeah. You too, man. No, I think we're going to get some good shit. I really believe that. So.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
Okay, well, you don't have to immediately shoot it down.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe you will.
Well, we'll see you guys in the morning.
That's right.
It's going to be a good time. Get this fucking party started, baby. We'll see you guys in a second. Bye-bye now.
Next week on Ghost Files, the 24-hour investigation begins.
We've got this breezeway here, known as Shadow Man's breezeway.
Did you just say yeah?
No.
I just heard like a yeah. What? Why is that going off again?
Hello?
Oh, hello there. If you enjoyed that episode of Ghost Files, make sure you head over to Watcher TV where you could get Ghost Files episodes 1 month early, as well as ad-free episodes, extended versions, and live debriefs. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some business. I'm gonna put you in a bowl. There you go.
There we go. She's
taking a little bath.
Look at her.
All right, Sarah.